Indonesia will gradually also join the bandwagon and move towards sustainable solutions. Usually, strange for me to experience something.
Yeah, looking towards the future, what can we expect from HP in terms of upcoming technologies? Hello engineers, welcome back to our podcast, and we have a very special guest. We are so honored to have him here, Mr. Kelvin, and can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. Hi Diners, my name is Kelvin. I am from Singapore. I am the large format pre-sales and technical consultant for rest of Southeast Asia. So my position in the company basically acts as a support for my country sales managers, for example, in Indonesia, in Singapore, Malaysia. So rest of Southeast Asia consists of countries like Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Cambodia, Myanmar, and a couple of other countries where we have HP presence.
Okay.
And part of my role consists of training resellers like yourselves, also end user, like end customers. And at the same time, I also double up as a technical consultant. So assuming a customer bought our machine, we want him to print more page growth, right? I'm also the one that's supposed to help the customer grow his business. So that's pretty much how I would describe my role as a pre-sales and technical consultant.
Okay, as you said before, you taking care of so many regions, so many countries, and this is such an honor for us to have you here and get a chance to talk to you right now and can give us the answer that we may be questioning for such a long time about HP Latex.
Sure, I'll try.
Maybe this is the first question for me to ask to you. HP Latex has been the forefront of innovation. Can you share with us some of the most exciting technological advancement HP has introduced recently in the large format segment, or maybe in the every segment?
Sure. Coincidentally, we had a new announcement just last month. Right, we are launching a hybrid machine. We call it the R530. So it's a two-in-one, I would call it, or internally we call it an all-in-one. It's capable of printing both on rigid, at the same time a quick transition into flexible printing. So it's kind of like a best of both worlds, right? So of course it's not our first foray in terms of the latex technology. Fun fact, we actually began way back in 2008, right? So now it's already 2025. Yes. We are more than 17 years in this large format industry, right? So it's kind of like a very mature platform by now, right? Of course, there were some hiccups earlier in the days, but we've continually reinventing and improving on our technology to get to where we are today. And things are looking exciting with the new product launch.
Yes, I think also Indonesian very exciting to make HP Latex, especially it is environmentally friendly, as we heard. And speaking of sustainability has become a key concern across industries. How is HP addressing environmental issues, particularly in its large format solutions?
Yeah, actually it's a great question that you asked about this. Part of the reason why latex was born because we wanted to disrupt the primarily solvent and nickel solvent market way back, let's say in 2008, in the 2000s basically. So we were like the front runner when it comes to introducing a sustainable water-based solution. Right. So prior to that, it was basically unheard of. So I could probably say that we were the pioneers when it comes to introducing a green technology. So along the years, apart from just introducing technology in terms of the ink, we've also taken huge efforts in making sure that our products that we produce are in line with reducing carbon footprint. Meaning to say, even the hardware consists of using recycled plastic. Right? So fun fact, just in case you were not aware, as a larger part of HP, right, our organization, of course we also have the PC business, even for the PC products that we launch, the laptops and desktops, it's also using some form of recycled plastic.
Okay.
So not only the hardware, we've also made changes through the years from a very plastic PVC kind of ink cartridge to where we are today using corrugated carton boxes. Right. So this helps us as a company in tune with our sustainability goals, right? And also help an end user assure them that they are investing in a technology that is true to meeting sustainability goals.
Yes, because we care about the world,
Yeah.
especially Gen Z. They really care about sustainability, and HP supports it. So it's really good news for our generation, I guess. And moving to next question, customer supports and solution. From a customer perspective, what sets HP apart when it comes to pre-sales consultation and after-sales support for latex printers?
So in HP, we operate very differently compared to other brands, right? We work in a channel model, right? We call it a channel model, meaning to say I don't deal direct with an end user. We always have partners or channel partners. So which is why your company, it's a channel partner of ours, right? So whatever that we know about the product, we will share them with you, and you in turn share it to the customer.
Okay.
So that's kind of like our business model. So of course, in terms of support, likewise, right, we have engineers in pretty much most of the countries around Southeast Asia, right? HP engineers. But at the forefront, the resellers like yourself, the channel partners will be the one fronting the support, and HP will always be backing the resellers like yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of how our reseller model works.
Okay, so if you have HP Latex or if you wanted to consider to buy HP Latex, you don't need to worry because HP have your back. Okay, so for industry application, what are some industries or use cases where HP large format printers are making the biggest impact right now?
In recent years, I would say we've seen strong growth in the retail segment, primarily because a lot of retail malls, retail brands, they are also looking to a sustainable solution.
Yes.
No longer are they just looking for the best print quality or the best price, right? They are also looking at which print service provider is sustainable, which is aligned to their corporate sustainability goals. So that's where we had more inquiries, whether it's from PSPs, right, print service providers, even brands asking for our solution. Because if you do a quick search on sustainable printing, for sure, easily, one of the top few responses is going to be HP Latex. Right?
Yes.
So that's what we see, right, leveraging on the global shift towards having a in line with sustainability in mind. I think that's where we see more growth. Yeah. Also things like industries like hospitality, education. So these are where we see more growth, for more demand for sustainable solutions.
Yes. Also, I think most of generation right now, they also have like a cancel culture, you know. And if it's not sustainable, if it's ruined the world, if it's ruined the earth, maybe they can also make a campaign for like cancel culture. So it's really safe for you to use HP Latex to save your brand because it's sustainable, right?
And also to differentiate yourself with your competition.
Yes. Also, HP Latex have lots of certificate, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Looking towards the future, what can we expect from HP in terms of upcoming technologies or strategies for this region, for Indonesia especially?
For Indonesia especially, I see there will be more growth, right? As the younger generation start asking or demanding for more sustainable offerings and solutions. That could be one of the trends that we see, right? For me, in Singapore, we already see that demand, right? It's one of the top request whenever there is a campaign, right? People will always ask, do you have any certifications?
Yes.
Is your ink sustainable?
Yeah.
Is there a recyclable material that you can introduce? So gone are the days of printing just PVC stickers, right, or PVC banners, flex banners, right? So people are gradually shifting towards something that is recyclable and green. So likewise, of course, Singapore will be a lot faster, right, in terms of heading towards green solutions. I foresee Indonesia will gradually also join the bandwagon and move towards a sustainable solution.
Hopefully we can also go in there. Yeah, finger crossed. And then maybe the last question, last but not least, this is going to be more personal for you. So from your personal experience, what has been the most rewarding aspect of working with HP and supporting clients across Southeast Asia? Okay, let's go a little deeper.
Let me see, right? For me, the personal satisfaction I get out of this job, it's when I see a happy print buyer and also a happy print service provider. So many a times a print service provider will come to me, hey Kelvin, do you want to collaborate together? Let's open new opportunities. Would you like to join me? I feel appreciated because they recognize how I can help them, right? And to gain more opportunities and businesses, right? So it's kind of like a feel-good feeling, right? When your print service providers sees your contribution and
your hard work
and my hard work, and they want to partner with us, right? To visit their end print buyers. So I think that's some of the satisfaction that I get out of my job.
Okay, for supporting clients across Southeast Asia, there's like lots of different behavior, I guess, right? So can you give us a little example and how you feel it about every different culture and behavior of every each of the country?
Funny that you ask, because I also cover Cambodia. I've never been there prior to taking on this job. So the first time I was there, I was taken aback. You can call me spoiled, right? But I was in Singapore. I rarely got exposed to solvent, like the true hardcore solvent.
Okay.
So the first trip when I was there, I visited a PSP. The moment I got off the vehicle or the car, got a shock of my life, right? There's this really strong pungent odor that was emitting from the factory. So I was talking to my then country sales. Do you smell something? So she took it very chill and she was telling me, this is normal. Welcome to Cambodia. So prior to that, I wasn't exposed to so reactive kind of ink technology, right? So I have been always very pampered with our water-based pigment ink from HP Latex. So that was an eye-opener, right? When I step in there and the smell just hits me like a truck, right? I couldn't believe it. And when I went back to the hotel, I don't know if it's just me, I felt that the scent or the odor was actually on me throughout until even when I got back to the hotel. So that was some kind of a culture shock, right? Because we rarely get to see that in Singapore, right? Most of the print service providers have already moved on to something more advanced, right? And Cambodia was an interesting experience, to say the least.
So it stays in you.
And can you just imagine the poor operator working in that environment, day in, day out, over time, no mask, right? They will just stand like it doesn't exist, like it's very normal to them. But for me, it's unusually strange for me to experience something like this.
Because it's very stink, I guess. Maybe we can say it like
pungent is the word I will use to explain.
Thank you so much, Kelvin, for the valuable insight that you gave us today. And I hope that the audience, would get the valuable insight to maybe considering buying HP Latex in the future, or maybe right now. Kelvin, maybe you can put your personal information or your social media? Do you want?
I'm a caveman. I'm not very active on social
maybe
media.
you don't need to.
You can try searching, but chances are you probably won't find it.
Okay, maybe you couldn't find him. So if you want to know more about HP Latex, or if you want to know more about Image Digital Solution, you can also looking up to our social media. I will put the social media in here, right in here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. You already want to do this podcast with me and with us with Image Digital Solution, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.